Pink.
Hi.
It is so great to see you, girl. Welcome to
Thank you.
iHeartRadio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. It's so fun to be talking to you because I am in love with the single. I've seen the
Aw,
documentary.
thanks.
I've got so many things to talk to you about because at a time where so many artists are really, slowing down, taking a break, you've got the single, the doc, the album. So all I know so far is Pink Don't Stop.
No, I do
It keeps
not.
going. No, tell me about
No.
that. Tell me about
I,
being creative in this time.
I can now bake 2 loaves of sourdough before breakfast. Um, well, I mean, I feel like a lot of creative stuff has come out this last year for people. But yeah, I finished up a 2.5 year tour right when we slid sideways into Armageddon. Um,
Mhm.
so I have had a lot of time at home with my kids, which has been awesome. And we survived COVID ourselves. And
Yes.
one of the things I taught myself to do in quarantine was to record my own songs, and I learned GarageBand.
What?
Which sounds ridiculous, but for a 41-year-old woman, that's quite an accomplishment.
I was gonna say, did you get like on MySpace and do we just go back in time?
Ah,
Like make it happen?
I have a terrible little mic, and I recorded the Keith Urban duet. I recorded the Rag and Bone Man song, Cover Me in
No,
Sunshine. All I know so far.
you
I've done,
did?
I'm now a producer. So yeah,
Just
thank you.
another
Thank you.
thing to add to your arsenal. Let's talk about that single. It dropped on Friday, and I feel like it has such a sense of nostalgia. It has that four on the floor, that driving heartbeat kind of rhythm. What part of that song came to you first?
Basically, they were like, okay, well, we need a song for the documentary. And I was like, so basically you need me to write the song of my life in 3.5 minutes. So I have
No
to write
pressure.
the best song ever. And so I don't know, I wrote a letter to Willow, I guess. And
Mm,
I thought I've spent a lot of time this last year thinking about what's really important. And to me, I just have one wish, and that's to see my kids grow up. That's all I want. I just want to see my kids grow up. So this is the song that I sort of leave behind when I go.
yeah. Well, you can feel it. You can feel that commitment, when you're listening to it. And I thank you for that. The lyric that really struck me off the top in that first verse was, "I still feel afraid."
Yeah.
And we look to you literally flying through the air fearless. And so do we have that wrong?
Well, I just don't think it's realistic or possible for a human to not feel fear and not be afraid. It's part of our makeup, and it's okay. I mean, the whole point is not to be afraid. The point is to be afraid and do it anyway.
Hmm. Hmm. Pushing through, especially at a time like this. The single is on the album coming out May 21st, the same day the doc is dropping. And it's such a fun combination of an album because you've got those live tour tracks, and then you've got some new ones. You've got your Video Vanguard speech, specifically that new one I'm talking about, going back to your wonderful daughter, Willow. What was Cover Me in
Yeah.
Sunshine like to make with your beautiful daughter?
She's so funny. She's so odd and wonderful and just her own bird, and she's very unaffected by all of it. She just enjoys singing. Her school always she has to get a special bathroom pass because she'll end up spending 45 minutes in the bathroom singing at the top of her lungs, and the entire school can hear her. Which I think is really funny because I used to do the same thing. Again, I was just in the room and I was recording this song, and she came in and she was kind of humming along. She's like, I like that song. I was like, well, do you want to sing it? She's like, sure. I'm like, all right. And then she did like 2 passes and she was like, all right, I'm going to go swimming. I was like, all right, well, bye.
So chill, so chill, and doesn't want a record deal. I learned that from the
No,
documentary.
does
It's
not
like
want a
the
record deal,
only,
doesn't want to be famous.
no,
No,
it's like
none
she's
of
the
that.
only person on the planet who has those things
I
already
know.
and
Well, I
doesn't
think
want
that's
them.
what it is. She can do whatever
Yeah.
she wants. Right
Mhm.
now, she's sending me Zillow listings of condos in Anaheim because she wants to live near Disneyland.
Oh wow. So she's an entrepreneurial queen.
Ah, yep.
Uh, One of the dates that will forever be in my life is August 19th, 2019. That was the date that you wrapped the Beautiful Trauma Tour here in Toronto. I
Oh
was
my
fortunate enough to be
gosh.
there.
Nice.
And I will always remember that date because I left iHeartRadio. I went to go meet my baby niece who had just been born. And then I came to you on stage.
Aw.
So I was peak emotional state for you, right? For the concert that you gave. And I know that tour is the tour that was the center of this documentary, again, coming out May 21st. And were you at all hesitant to let those cameras in? Because they were in.
No, I mean, that's kind of what I do, right? Transparency, like authenticity. For me, the best part of a show is not when you nail it, it's when you mess up and laugh.
Mm,
And so when Michael Gracie wanted to do this, I was like, well, the only way it's going to work is if it's just all access 24 hours a day. Like, you have to be there for the real stuff, because it's the real stuff that matters, not the staged stuff. You can always tell when something is scripted or staged, and that's not my life. So I wanted people to see what it's really like. That's the whole point, is, can a woman have it all? Can she do it all? And what is that? What does that even mean? And,
mhm.
we're all, okay, I might be looking forward to playing a stadium, and you might be just trying to put together a PowerPoint presentation for a meeting. Like, but it's all just, as a mom, it doesn't matter what you do. It's how hard we are on ourselves, and how magical those moments are that we miss by our internal dialogue. And to me, it's more about that, the documentary, than it's more about being a mom than it even is being a woman and just being a human trying to figure it out, than it is about a concert footage. You know what I mean?
Oh, I fully got that. And I myself am a bonus mom. So I feel that motherhood thing in a whole different way too. And I know
Yeah.
I know moms are struggling right now, and you've got such a big successful life, but like you say, it's you on stage or it's someone doing a PowerPoint and trying to balance it all. Do you have any wisdom or advice for moms out there who are shouldering so much right now?
Oh God, get a new lock on the bathroom door so they can't follow you in there.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I mean, I guess for me, it's all about being able to laugh when it's really, really hard, and just finding that sense of humor. And every morning or night, when I finally find 4 minutes to shower, I just say my gratitudes. I just have to remind myself that I'm lucky, as I'm blessed. I'm lucky as hell to have have what I have, and have healthy children, and be healthy myself, and
And to
watch the
be in a
sunset.
relationship that you are honest about. I got to say, like, big right into the camera. Thank you for that. Thank you for um, sort of being so transparent about relationships and about what marriage is like. And love that you describe it as coming back to the table, a lifetime of that. When
Yeah.
you met Carey, 19 years ago, did you think this life that you two have created together would be possible?
No, we live on a vineyard, and like, we at one point we were gonna grow hay, and I was laughing with them, and I was like, what if I came up to you at X Games in Philly in 2001, and I was like, you want to go into the hay business?
I mean, I think he would think you meant something else, like maybe a roll in the hay, maybe something like that.
He and I are we come from such dysfunctional backgrounds, and to be as, I don't know, I really respect him very much, because even when I want to give up, he doesn't. Maybe that's the good part of his stubbornness, but we've created this safe place for the four of us, and for that, I guess I'm proud of us.
100%. You have achieved obviously so much in your career, and that superstardom status doesn't come to many artists. And of those few, not many get called an icon, a legend, a trailblazer, a change maker. Do any of those roles cost you anything? Like, does that weigh heavy on you at
It's
all?
just weird. It's
Is it?
very weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's like, to me, it's like the old lady award.
No. Oh my gosh. I look at
That's
you,
them
but
trying
like
to put me out to pasture, I think.
Never. Change maker. I mean, you're saying things that no one else will say, honestly. And as a woman who has grown up in a bit of a different body in a media landscape, I mean, I'll get emotional. I cannot thank you enough. And so when I say you're a leader and a change maker, I mean it from the depths of my
thank you.
soul.
I wanted to be a social worker or a singer, and I get to do both. And I get to be perfectly flawed, and it's the way it has to be for us, right? We have to just be perfectly flawed, and we have to move mountains for those like us to sit with us in those valleys, if that makes any sense. But
it does. It resonates
the
deeply.
world's a crazy place. Like, most of it is such bullshit. So why not just blaze your own trail?
100%. And I can't echo that even more and more. I did learn in the documentary too that you do your own hair. Did you do your own hair today, Pink?
No,
almost as a
not
way
today.
of self-care? Not today. Okay.
Not today.
Okay.
Not when it
All right.
counts. Only on the road.
Well, Pink, I thank you for using your voice and getting louder when things get hard. I really do know that the world is a better place because you're in it. And the album, the single, the documentary, all I know so far, these are things to just soak yourself up in, because we need them right now. And it's some really, really beautiful things. And also Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. And one of the supporting actor roles in your documentary is wine. And so I hope you have some coming to you on Mother's Day.
Minutes away.
Okay, good. Amazing.